confidence. To date, we've helped 10,000 businesses access over half a billion funding. And I'm really excited and really honoured to have an opportunity to talk to Laura today and understand a little bit about her journey with her business. So Laura, first of all, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Could you tell us a little bit about your business?
Yeah, so I started a brand called Sticky Heels. So basically, I'm one of the 60% of the population who has slightly different size feet. So this means my shoes never fitted me correctly, and they were always either like slipping off my heel or causing blisters. And literally every time I was leaving the house, I would think, right, what shoes am I wearing with that outfit? How far will I walk in them before they start slipping off and blistering? Do I need to take spare shoes with me, or will I just do with blister plasters? In that case, which handbag should I have to take? You know, so to have to go through this rigmarole every time you left the house was really frustrated. But on top of that, I really, really love shoes. I'm a big shoe lover. I love my high heels, and I particularly love a court style of shoe. So for me, I almost got to the point where the only shoes that I was going to be able to wear were ones that were strapped or laced onto my feet. And that for me was a very sad state of affairs, because nothing that was on the market worked for me. And believe me, I tried everything. So I just got to the point where I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try and come up with my own solution. So I kind of cobbled together like bits of gel pads and Velcros and plasters and put them all together, put them inside my shoe. And I thought, oh, you know what, that works. So I then decided, well, actually, if this works for me, you know, it might work for other women as well. And obviously I needed to make the product look a lot better. So I kind of embarked on this road down product development. And bear in mind, this was not my background at all. I worked in consultancy to do with energy, sustainability and climate change before. So moving into this area was completely new to me. But you know, it's been a massive learning curve, and although there's been a lot of highs and lows along the road, I don't regret 1 minute of it. It's been fantastic. You know, we've had listings with Boots and Superdrug. We've been in America, Canada, and just before the pandemic started, we were in quite long, far down discussions with a retailer out in the Emirates about listing in stores across there. Now, obviously, the pandemic's had a massive impact on the business, but because of where we are with the business, we can kind of pick it up and kind of roll forward again once things properly recover, because obviously not anybody's going out socialising, dancing, big weddings, all that kind of thing.
Well, it sounds like you've had an amazing journey to date, and really interesting to know how the business was kind of started. And yes, I am fully aware, and I am one of those people with different size feet and suffers with blisters. So yes, very interesting business model. Could you talk to us a little bit around the kind of the funding and how that supported your kind of journey in business growth?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to bring the product to market without going through different funding routes. I first of all started off by going to my local business gateway, and was able to secure some grant funding from them. A lot of that was kind of around educational activities. I joined the Entrepreneurial Spark. It's like a hub for businesses and incubation space. And from there, I was able to identify other funding competitions, such as the Scottish Edge funding competition. That was pretty transformational for me, in terms of I won £40,000 in 2016. So that was a great amount of money to allow me to kind of take the business forward. And as a result of that, I was then able to secure private investment from another company who invested in the business, and they had a background in selling into retailers globally. They owned brands, licensed brands, and did private label sourcing for various retailers as well. So, you know, I kind of used a mix of lots of different funding to get there. But yeah.
Brilliant. What would you say, from your experience, makes a great fashion and beauty business in your eyes?
I mean, it's a difficult one, because obviously it's such a wide space, you know. Even like when you're going to meet with buyers, like getting to the right buyer can be quite problematic. You've got to make sure that you're in the right niche, but obviously having something that stands out, you know, something that you're solving a problem that nobody else has solved, or in some instances, certain brands might have the same product on the market for years without properly checking that, is it doing what it should be doing for their consumers? Because I've had lots of people come back to me and say, I can't believe that nobody else had thought of doing this product this way. Those gel pads and things that are on the market are rubbish. They just don't work. So I think that, being able to stand out and providing a solution in the marketplace is pretty important. I think as well in the current market as well, having the agility to be able to sell online, be able to export quite easily, because obviously, the way we are now, there are no borders, are there really? People like just come on your website, order, and you send it out to wherever it is across the world. So having that kind of agility, I think, is probably quite important. But also I think like for this particular competition, definitely around making sure that, you're presenting the challenges that you've overcame and how you've made maximise the opportunities that have come your way.
Yeah. So you've just talked then a bit about this competition itself. So, what has winning the Great British Entrepreneur Awards done for you personally and your business?
Yeah, so it's been fantastic. First of all, to win it was like, I've won it twice. So I won it in 2017, and so that was for Entrepreneur of the Year for Scotland and Northern Ireland in 2017, and then last year for Fashion and Beauty Entrepreneur. So to win it twice is just like amazing, So to be able to track my journey through it has been quite really, really good to see. But also it allows you to then present your product and your business to buyers, customers, and saying, look, I've won this competition. Look how amazing it is. As Jonathan said at the beginning, 5,000 people applying into the competition, albeit, okay, there's various categories, but to get through that filtering process, and I've judged on competitions as well. So if you get through, that is just amazing, and it's such a good feeling. And for me personally, it has been really good because I have people come to me and say, look, would you collaborate with me on this product? Or, would you look at this business investment with me? So from a personal perspective, it gives you that credibility as well, because people are coming to you and saying, we know that you've won that award. That's fantastic. So you must be good to work with. And I'm working on a few different projects. Some of them are aligned to the brand that I've got at the moment, but some of them are right outside it, but it's just people recognizing that you've been credited with that badge.
Yeah. No, brilliant. Thank you. I guess I'm sure a lot of people would want me to ask if you could give kind of one piece of advice or one top tip for people, what would that be from your experience?
I guess, be mindful of your time and managing your time and your focus, so try not to get diverted by, the wrong people saying that, oh, you should do this, this is going to be totally right for your business just because it's right for their business. I think you should always look at, the opportunities that are presented to you and recognize, okay, well, will that help me bring my business forward, or is that likely to limit me? But also, definitely know your numbers as well is really, really important. I think in particular in the fashion and beauty business, really understand what the margins are from retailers, because they can vary anything from 35% right up to 80%, depending on where your product sits. So really understand your market and get that market knowledge and understand your numbers, because when you're sitting in front of a buyer, they'll want to know that you know what your margins are and that you can actually afford to do all the things that they want you to do in terms of marketing your products in store, online, whatever it is that you're doing. So that's fundamentally important as well.
Oh, no, that sounds like some really sound advice. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that have really appreciated that. It's been a real honour to kind of talk to you today. And unless anyone's got any further questions, I'm going to hand back over to Jonathan.
Yeah, thank you both. So it's now time to reveal the finalists. Best of luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
have it, the 2021 finalists for the fashion and beauty and health and wellbeing categories. Congratulations to each and every single one of you who's made the shortlist. As I said in my intro, with so many entries, it really is getting tougher and tougher to make the shortlist, and it really is a massive achievement. So congratulations to you all. You should receive an email pretty shortly from one of our team with some more information. And that's all we've got time for today, I'm afraid. Laura and Zoe, thank you for sharing your story and your support, Zoe from Funding Options. So yeah, thank you all for joining, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, congratulations, everyone.
Well done all.